members from the media, distinguished guests, welcome from all of us at BMW Malaysia. Now, the BMW i3s, it's a premium compact car that combines the very best in electrification, modernity, and sheer driving pleasure. And this is how we can do it. First, if you look at the screen, and also for some of you at the frame of the car, you will see that the car is constructed with what we call the BMW Live Drive module. This is essential to use the highest technology of materials, the most ecological materials, to achieve the weight saving that we need to house the batteries. Now let me show you in detail how it is. The chassis is the drive module. It's made of very stiff aluminum that is very logically built to house the batteries and the 284 horsepower electric motor at the rear. Now up front, you can see in the middle there's a top where it's used to house 8 modules of batteries and lithium-ion batteries in the top. Now, putting it right in the middle below gives the car a nicely placed 50-50 legendary BMW weight balance. And on the live frame, the live module, what you see is a construction that's built with carbon fiber reinforced plastic. The shell is extremely stiff, and what it does is it gives a high level of agility, weight saving, and utmost electrification range that we need today. This how heavy is it? Look at the screen, 150 kilograms. You can, with 2 adults, you can actually lift the frame of the car and move it to wherever you want. That's how light it is. And with this, coming to form to function, we use the most ecological materials to create a nicely designed interior using knaf plant from a plant. What we do is, instead of petroleum plastics, we use knaf plants to create the surfaces on the i3s interior. Now, the result of this, combined with a nicely spec interior, leather Vanasca in dark truffle brown, and the oak wood, you have an interior that just eludes modernity. It is essentially a BMW icon of BMW design in interior, and also the all-important driver orientation. Now we're done with this, and let's come with the exterior of the car. The front of the i3s is unmissably BMW. The iconic kidney grills with the dark housing from the grills and the bumper give a sense of sportiness on the front. We top it up with the 20-inch wheels and white track and a white track axle on the front to give the car the utmost handling that you demand. Now, because of the high technology that we use in creating the frame and the stiffness of the frame as a result of that, if you move to the side, you can see that we are able to create a very harmonious level of entry to the car, a very high level of space by using the doors and moving the center pillar to a little bit more rearward, so when you close it, it forms the structure of the car. From the rear is unmissably BMW. The width, the chrome lines communicates the width of the rear ends and also the aggressiveness that the car will portray when it passes another car. And let's look at the numbers. How far can it go? This is not a tested environment. This is real-world environment driven by customers in an environment in like Malaysia between 27 degrees to 30 degrees temperature, air conditioning on, the stereo is on, everything is being utilized. On a full charge, the i3s takes you in the city driving 260 kilometers. More or less that you could go a little bit outstation and back in the same day and plug the car back in. The single electric motor connected to a single-speed direct drive transmission brings the car from 0 to 100 in 6.9 seconds. That's pretty remarkable for an electric car from BMW with a top speed of 160 kilometers an hour. This is the kind of acceleration that our drivers, our customers demand with any car, any model of BMW that they get into. Now the next thing is, how do you refuel it? How do you charge it? There are 2 levels. Every i3s comes supplied with a household adapter. You plug it in, you plug it into your standard household socket, and about 13 hours, you get 100% full charge. Now you can't wait, you could go with our optional BMW wall box. This one full charge takes about 3.5 hours, 80% takes less than that, and off you go, anywhere you like, just like any conventional car. How is it like to drive it? Typical BMW driver's DNA. Rear-wheel drive, high agility, communicative steering wheel, and also the BMW driver's experience, which you have 2 levels of eco, and you have a sports mode. So what we say is this is the ultimate e-driving pleasure of a car that you can get with 0 emission. Lastly, in any BMW models that you find in the market, be it the full electric i3s or the fire-breathing M5, there's something in common that it is shared between 2 different models. What we call the BMW sheer driving pleasure. You get into either models is a familiar feeling, communicative steering, lively chassis, and iconic rear-wheel drive for both models. Now, how much does it cost in this case? Finally, $279,000 estimated pricing. With this price, be the future right now with the BMW i3s.